not to spoil who our next guest is, but all I'm going to tell you is he pulled up in a wagon.
His team is a wagon, there's no doubt.
His team is a confirmed, certified wagon. Brian Kalbas, Carolina Women's Tennis, they're headed out to Seattle for ITAs this weekend. But on their way to the airport in the wagon, Coach Kalbas stopped by. Coach, congratulations on a great season thus far, of course. And then what's important coming up this week in Seattle? What should people be looking for?
Well, thanks for having me, Adam and Jones. Obviously, good start this season. We had two really tough matches against Georgia and Auburn at home, and the Georgia match was the most fans we've ever had at an indoor match. I think we had about 800 people. It was standing room only. It was incredible. Yeah. So just really excited for the direction of our team. Last year, we had, a record-breaking year, but we had 7 really good players that we kind of rotated in. This year we have 8 players that we've been rotating in, but others like Lindsay and Sarah have done a really good job. So I think we're much deeper this year, crazy as that would sound, but keeping everybody healthy and fresh, and you need that in a tournament like this if you want to be successful in hopefully a 4-day event.
Unless I'm just blanking, I don't think we've talked to you since you won the national championship last year. So let me go. Have we, Adam? I
don't think so.
I mean, we talked to you near the end of last year, but we didn't talk to you after the actual championship. Just take us back to that and that moment and that feeling, because obviously the Tar Heels have been incredibly successful and they've won a bunch of the ITA championships, but this was the first NCAA title. What was that like for you?
Really proud of the team, the program, all the players that came before them, just so close. Since 2010, we've been knocking on the door, and this team really was able to do a lot of things different that made the difference. You look back on it, a few months later, and very unselfish group, very together group, very coachable group, and just to do things that maybe we've never done before. My associate coach, Tyler, was really adamant on doing some things different, and it really paid off. Number one was working with a sports psychologist. Even the day of the match against NC State in the finals, our team was, in the past may have shied away from that, too much thinking, but put them in the right mindset. We had an incredible captain in Sophia Patel, and one thing she mentioned was when we go into indoors, which we're going into this weekend, it's like, we go into it like it's our tournament, and we need to have that mentality, at NCAA, it's like it's our tournament. And in the past, when we've won 7 of them, we've been the number 1 ranked team for much the whole rest of the year. We've gone into NCAAs kind of feeling like, this is us to lose, or, there's so much pressure on us. And I think we had a change of mentality last year. And our team bought into it, and we went out there like, okay, sure, we haven't done this yet, but we're the best team, and we're going to prove it. And we went out there, and we were hungry. And in the NC State match, it was very fitting where it could have gone, a different direction. Scotty was down 6-3 in the tiebreaker. Annika was down a set in 4-1, and Riley was down a set 5-1, 30-love, all at the same time. And if Scotty doesn't win that tiebreaker, all of a sudden, all the momentum goes to NC State. Scotty comes back and wins that tiebreaker. Annika and Riley come back and win that, and they're in the third set. And so, to me, it was just a toughness. It was just an attitude. It was a belief and togetherness that I'd never seen from our team at that point in time.
I have to imagine intensity level. Carolina State, of course, had beaten the Tar Heels in the ACC championship. I have to imagine that intensity level was pretty. I couldn't even watch it. Like, I was too nervous to watch it. I was having to check on my phone. I was too nervous.
Well, yes. I mean, it was the NCAA finals. I think that losing to them in the ACC final really helped us because we had to kind of look inward and do some things different, and so it made us a little bit tougher. We did not compete in the ACC finals like we did in the NCAA finals against the same opponent. A very talented opponent. So, we it definitely helped us. But I think we realized that a loss could actually be good for us. And we haven't lost that much. I think we've lost maybe 6 times in the last 7 years, 6 years.
How do you know a loss is good for you? It never happens.
Well, we just realized that it was. And I think so we're looking to hopefully do the best we can now, and if we happen to lose, we want to make sure we're learning from it.
when you bring back as much talent as you brought back from a national championship team, I think people just assume, oh, just roll the balls out and make sure the rackets have strings on them and everything's good. What are the challenges when you have such a successful group that many pieces come back, but you also add in some new faces?
Well, the challenge was losing the one key ingredient, which was Sophia. She was a captain, leader, and now we have 6 seniors who are all trying to take leadership roles, and they've done a really good job so far of kind of dividing those up. And so the other thing is complacency, making sure that we don't get complacent, thinking that it's going to be easy, because last year everything that we accomplished, we did it with hard work and togetherness. So just understanding what went well last year, but also what we needed to continue to improve on. The landscape this year is stronger than it was last year. There's teams that have gotten better. So I would say that even our goal, our challenge is to use our experience, to hopefully help us down the road rather than being a little bit complacent. And I can tell you this team, especially the seniors, are still very, very hungry. And we have 3 COVID seniors in Scotty, Annika, and Abby, and 3 regular seniors in Sarah, Fiona, and Riley. So really a great group. And not to mention we have an incredible Haley Carter back on our staff, all-time ACC wins leader, and top 25 in the world in doubles currently still. She has a protected ranking. So just to have that addition to our staff makes us hopefully that much better.
I know the ultimate goal, of course, is winning. And you've done that at an extraordinarily high level. As a coach, how much or how satisfying is it to also have, you mentioned the standing room only for the match against Georgia, this beautiful new facility. So the results have been there, but there's also this other thing that you've built that isn't just about wins and losses. What is that like for you?
Well, it's the Tom and Nancy Tuning and the Vaughn and Nancy Bryson and the Stoneman and just the Bill Moores and all these alums, and it's just incredible to see this. Arguably, and I think it's the best facility in the country. The same year we win a national title, and to have the whole team back to be able to kind of witness this incredible team, this incredible group of individuals, and that amazing atmosphere it's amazing. I mean I've and obviously the indoor is got a new facelift, got a new roof, got new lighting, got new surface, carpeting, paint. You walk in there and it feels brand new. It's hard to view the matches when like it is outside with so many people. We won't have the individual seating like we do outside, but it's just really for Sam, Paul, and I. It's really proud to see now to be able to have our players and our fans to be able to play in such an amazing facility, and we owe so much to the to the Tunings and the Brysons and everybody who's given us so much.
College sports has a lot going on right now. When you kind of look out across the landscape from the perspective of your sport and your program, what things are you keeping an eye on? What concerns you about where college sports is right now?
Well, you got to change. You got to change with everything that's being adapted to. So one of the things is for us is the NIL piece and how it affects, in particular, women's tennis. And I'm learning from all the other coaches on how to best do that. Each program's a little bit different, but we're trying to continue to have a great program every single year. And when you lose 6 seniors, it's challenging. Especially we had, which is just very rare. We had players that wanted to come back and use their COVID year at Carolina. That shows how special Carolina is. So, and we said yes. A lot of teams and programs said no because it makes your recruiting that much challenging. So for us, we want good people, great people around as much as possible. So, we felt like we'll deal with that when we have to. So, the NIL piece and some other things kind of help us and hopefully help us kind of continue to have a really strong program next year into the future. One of the things that I'm really, really proud of with this program is last year we had a national championship, indoor championship and NCAA championship. We also had the highest GPA, of any team on campus. And then this past fall, you talk about not being complacent. We had the highest GPA in this past fall. So I think this team is about excellence. It's one of our values, and they want to compete. They want to do well on and off the court, and they want to represent Carolina in the best way possible, and they're doing that.
That hoodie is sweet, by the way. Yeah. Look
Look
at
at
that.
that. I hadn't even seen the back. Yeah, that is nice.
That's some good gear. And we mentioned
yes.
Coach Kalbas dropped off some championship gear. I've got some of it at my house. Gave one of the T-shirts to one of my kids. We've got the bumper sticker right over there on one of our shelves. We are repped up. Yeah. We got to just get a hoodie like this. Then we're good to go.
This was very thankful for Clint Gwaltney and Atlanta. They did a national NCAA championship gear package from Nike, for the girls, and I was fortunate to get one of these. So
I guess the head coach can grab one of them and have it.
They had an extra in the box. They're like, Kalbas, you want this? All right, fine.
I'll take it.
All right, before we let you go, Fiona Crawley. We love Fiona. Fiona's a potty winner. We still have her potty over here. She's the one winner from last year that we haven't seen yet to actually present the trophy to her. We love Fiona. What has she meant for your team? And I know she's a part of a senior group that's meant a lot, but what has that group and Fiona specifically meant for your program?
It's so rare when you have somebody who has accomplished so much, who is so humble and just so down to earth and just cares about the team. With her run at the U.S. Open, even if she would have won it, she was going to come back. She loves Carolina. She would. I wish, and she wishes that she could have been here during the COVID, where she has an extra year. That's how much she loves this place. But she played 6 as a freshman, went undefeated, and then played 4 as a sophomore. And I tried to move her up, and she said no. And so we kept her at 4. She makes the NCAA semis, and after that, I tell her, I said, "Look, you're one of the best players in the country." And if you're one of the best players in the country, you're probably one of the best players on our team. So have the mindset that you're one of the best players on our team, and it's okay if you're playing number 1 or number 2, if that's the best thing for the team. And she wrapped her brain around that. And then her junior year, she goes undefeated in the fall and stays number 1 the whole year. And even at number 1, we put her at 2 a few matches even during the NCAA run because Reese was playing so well. So honestly, she's always about what's best for the team and the program, and she cares so much about it as well as all of our other players. But, when you have one of your best players who's one of your best people and works that hard, it's a really good thing for our program.